revealed the power and alignment with God's given identity for you. Talk to us about that impact moment.
Yeah. So it started very young for me. So I was the age of 7, grew up in a small rural town in Oregon, and I was the happiest kid in the world. Literally, I grew up on a river, famous river for fishing and hunting. I had 2 parents that loved God and loved us kids really well, and went to school with all my buddies. And I was so excited to be at school. But the reality was, about a month into it, I realized I was not learning like the other kids. And back then in the day, the teacher actually came to your house and had dinner with your family and talked about like what school is going to be like, how are you doing, blah, blah, all that stuff. Well, at the end of the dinner, she turned to look at my dad, just an amazing man, and said, Scott needs to work and try harder. Well, my dad is the hardest working person I've ever known in my life, still to this day. Never missed a day of work in 42 years, worked nights, weekends, took all overtime. Anyway, and he kind of gave me the look of death, and I thought, oh my God, I'm like, whatever. So what happened was that I went back and I 10x'd my school effort, and it just got worse. And then the week before Christmas, I came into school, and the teacher took my desk and put it in the back corner. And she looked at me, her name was Mrs. White, and she said, you're a dunce and you're stupid and you're never going to do anything. You're wasting my time. This is when my identity got transformed to my parents love me and God loves me. There's a plan for my life too. This person of authority now said that I was this. And that caused me to become depressed, starting to get fights, running away from home. And at that age, next 2 years, I became very suicidal. I tried to kill myself. So that's where my identity story really got transformed in the most negative possible way. And then obviously there's a whole story behind that. But that's how it all started. My first memory is first grade and her standing over me going, you're never gonna, you're done. You know, these words, I can still hear them. And I believe her because I was raised to trust and believe people of authority, because that's how I was raised. So I took it. I owned that, and it almost killed me.